Hello guys, in this tutorial we are going to count the number of contacts in the account. So for counting the number or total number of contacts, okay, so we have to write a trigger. So we'll write a trigger to count whatever the total number of contacts are present in the account. So let's start. So we are writing a trigger on contacts. So we'll come to the contact object, then in triggers. Okay, let me check whether any of the trigger is active or not. Okay, let me deactivate this trigger first. Okay, so now we'll go fastly and write a trigger on contact. So we have to write a trigger on contact because when we try to save the contact record, so after clicking on the save button, after the record is committed, okay, after the record is committed to the database, it should count the number of contacts present, okay, so and it should be updated in the account. Contact trigger. So we will click on new. So this is the trigger. We'll write the name of the trigger to count contact, to count contact records. So it will count the contact total number of contact records and it will update in the account. So when should this happen? Before insert, after insert? It's after insert. Okay. So trigger to count the contact records on contact after insert, because after insert only the ID will be generated for a record. Okay, so now first I will take a set of ID. We'll name it as set ID is equal to new set of ID. Okay, so here set is created. Now I will take a for loop and I'll run the for loop on the contact object. Contact, I'll name it as con. It's a trigger, new trigger. Okay, trigger dot new. Trigger dot new means it will run the trigger on new sets of records. So whenever this trigger will run, what should happen is we should get the ID of the account object. Okay, so like we have to get the ID of the account, like account and contact are related to each other. So whenever this trigger will run, okay, it should store the contact, I mean the ID of the account. in the set. So set id dot add, what we will add, we will add con dot account id, okay, and end with semicolon. So this con, through con we are referring to the contact object. So through contact object, con dot account id will be stored in set id. Okay, we have created a set. Now let me run a for loop on account. For account acc, okay, this is the variable, and I'll run a query. Select name. Okay, so first of all, where should it update? So like if we are trying to save the contact records, the total number of contacts should be updated in account, and where it should be updated, a field should be created, right? So I have already created a field. I'll show you, I have already created a field and it will update there. So when I click on new, we can see there is a field created, and the field name is number of count. Okay, so this is a number field. Okay, I'll show you view fields. You can see here, this is a number field, the data type is number, and I have created, here is the API name. So what we'll do is, we'll copy this API name, so for account ACC, select name, comma, number of count. You can take the ID also, ID, name, number of counts, and we also require the ID for contacts, and we will take this and put it in a variable. Okay, so that will traverse that using ACC variable. So select ID from contacts and from account. Okay, where, so what we are querying, where like we are taking the account, we have already taken the account ID and put in this set ID, right? So we are querying select ID, name, number of count, and ID from contacts from account, where it is equal to set ID, where ID equals colon is set ID. So this is the condition we are giving. Okay, so correct. For account ACC, select ID, name, number of con. Okay, we have missed comma here. Select ID from contacts. Okay, this is important. This is the sub query within the query, and from account where ID is equal to set ID. So in set ID, what is present? We have already added the account ID related to contacts. Okay, and that thing it is query. Now I will instantiate the account AC1. Let me give the name as AC1 is equal to new account. Okay, now AC1 dot. So we have already created this field in account, right? We are traversing using AC1. Okay, AC1 dot number of con underscore C is equal to. No, before that what we have to check? Before that we have to check whether the IDs are matching or not. AC1 dot account ID should be equal to, we are traversing using this ACC dot ID. Okay, so if this condition is matching, then AC1 dot number of cont should be equal to ACC. Note down, please note that in ACC all the query whatever we have made, we are traversing using ACC. So AC1 dot number of cont underscore C should be equal to ACC dot contacts dot size. Okay, so using size we are calculating the total number of contacts present. So here we are checking if the ID, if AC1 dot ID, the record ID is equal to the one which we have stored, okay, in this variable. Like the whole lot of things is saved there, like select ID, name, number of cons, select ID from contacts, from account, where ID in set ID. We have given the criteria. So in set ID what is present? Account ID. Okay, so if this condition is equal to this and number of AC1 dot number of cont underscore C is equal to this size, then let me save and see if there is any error. Count ID variable does not exist. Account ID. Okay. Okay, we can, because this is account object, right? So if we give AC1 dot ID, that's enough. If we are traversing through contacts, then we have to give contacts dot account ID. It's when we are traversing through contacts, we have to give contacts dot account ID. Because this is account, so it's not required. We can just give AC1 dot ID is equal to ACC dot ID, then AC1 dot number of count is equal to this size. Okay, and what we'll do it now, we'll put it in a list. So we will create a list here, list of account, list account is equal to new list of account. So we have created a list here. Now this data, like whatever is present in AC1 right now, we are going to put it in this list. So dot add, what we are going to add AC1, okay, and semicolon. And now we will update this outside the for loop, so that we should not because of governor limits, we have to update it outside the for loop. Update okay, semicolon. So now this trigger is active, and now let's create a account. Sumit Sharma, save. Okay, so we will add the contacts for this account and check whether this number of account is getting updated or not. So new contact, this last name is the mandatory field. Test1, save. Okay, so now we'll go to the account and check whether it got updated or not. Okay, so yes, it got updated. So let's add one more account, and one more contact, and check whether it's getting updated. So let the last name be test2, save and new, and test3, save. So the number should be 3. Okay, so now it's 3 and 3 contacts. So account and contacts are having lookup relationship. Account is the parent and its childs are contacts, opportunities, cases and all. Okay, so that's why it's in the bottom. So 3 contacts and number of contacts 3. So if you have any doubt related to this, you can comment, and please don't forget to subscribe, and please hit on the notification icon, so that if I make new videos, you will be updated and you can check out my new videos. Okay, so have a nice day. Bye.